in business, which is nothing but relationships. And, you know, the whole beast process has been incredible. And maybe just, AZD, if you could touch on maybe just a few aspects of like what that actually is.
Yeah.
And because the metamorphosis that's caused for me in like barely a short amount of time, and I'm by no means, I'm a white belt in it, but it's already brought so much results. Would that be something?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Hear you on for a little bit.
Let's talk about it. So during COVID, I was going through a major mental and emotional baggage, heavy.
Tumult.
One of the heaviest I ever dealt with, okay? Heartbreak and things like that. And so I couldn't sleep in the middle of the night. I'd wake up and I'd have anxiety and I wouldn't be able to sleep anymore. I had all this energy. Toss and turn and ache and it was COVID. It was like, where do you go? Right? And so during that time,
It was during COVID. It wasn't COVID that you were feeling.
no, it was during COVID times this was happening.
Yeah.
So I was healthy. I just, what the fuck am I going to do? There's nowhere to go, right? And so I lived in this little apartment. And during that time, my brother, one of my brothers, he's locked up for life, okay? Shout out to the Red Dragon of IMC Nation. And so I was in communication with him during this time. And I started to see that his world didn't really change in there. It was being affected. People were getting COVID here and there. But his routine remained the same, right? And during that time, there was also David Goggins. I've always been watching David Goggins. Okay, so I started to kind of watch that a little bit again because I saw what was happening with me. I was becoming overweight, depressed, but I had so much responsibility in my life. I still had multiple girlfriends, I still had businesses. Everything was the same, but internally I was starting to like really lose my shit, right?
Yeah.
Difficult to hold it together. And so, long story short, right? I'm on YouTube. And I think it's the beginnings of Wes Watson, if the timing would be around right. It would be around 5 years ago, whenever COVID started. Right around there, I saw a video of Wes Watson. And I recognized in him the same spirit as me. Like, okay, I know this really well. And I had my brother in jail, and I had David Goggins. And I started to do a simulation in my mind where if I ended up in jail or I ended up in the Navy SEALs, I'd want to earn the respect of those men. That moved me as a guy. It was a good game to play during the time when I got all this bullshit happening in my life. So I'm just going to make myself as hard and as strong as I possibly can, right? So I started getting up and I started, when I couldn't sleep, I bought a bicycle. And the last time I bicycled was like when I was 13 or 14, maybe 15. So I had to learn how to do that again. I was kind of nervous. I started biking at 3 a.m. I had a key to the karate school, so I'd go over there and I'd start my routine. And in the morning time, people started to come, and I was already working out, like sweating. Some people that worked out over there. So I invited them to do this routine with me, because I'd already been doing it for about 2 weeks, and plus, it's kind of lonely, you know? Mm-hmm. So people showed up, I started working out with them, and I started realizing it kind of fucks up my workout when I work out with them. We did that for about 2 weeks, and then I told them I want to work out alone. I realized it was important to be alone. During that time, I had enough money to get a location so that I can practice this by myself, believe it or not. So I didn't open it to the public. I just got a location I called the Beast Center. I just needed a place where I could go and shout in the morning and push-ups and just be by myself and just do my thing, you know what I mean? If I had all this time to waste during COVID, what the fuck am I going to do? So I started going over there and then got on Telegram and, you know, I had IMC Nation already happening worldwide, and I started going on Telegram and telling everybody this is what I'm doing. And then I was looking for 1% of the population. It's an old saying from Persia. 100 people show up to war, 80% are just food. 9 out of those, or 10 out of those, are the people that are really warriors and they're playing the game of life, right? 9 out of those are the ones that you really got to watch out for, right? 9 out of 100 are just massacring shit. But there's one person out of 100 that can change the entire course of the battle by his appearance. And I would say I'm looking for that one. If you're that one, join the Telegram group. These guys answered the call. They jumped on Telegram. When I would wake up, I'd make a wake up video. Hey, it's me, it's fucking 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m., I'm up right now. Then I'd be beasting in the middle of it. Here's me, I just did this routine. Now here's what I'm eating. Then IMC Nation started posting it. And it started to become a thing. More and more people joined, more and more people joined. Because it was during COVID, what are we going to do? Right? And this ended up being like a real thing because our bodies began to improve. During that time, a vision had come to me to be able to live with some IMC Nation guys so that they could see that what I was doing was real. Because I had a lot of things going for me, right? But I was using this alchemy. I was using a certain science that I was the only one that could do it. Because I was doing shit nobody could do in life, okay? But I was doing it privately. And so I invited people to come live with me. Yogi Chris came, Sultan came, Fernando came, and Demigod, another guy. And we got a house in San Jose, the neighborhood I wanted. And we all lived together. We arrived together. First time we really get to be around each other like that, outside of maybe showing up to a lecture here and there sometimes, right? So we started an experiment of living together during COVID. And I said to them, the only thing I ask is that I can run my schedule freely. I don't want to change the way I'm living because they're there to see me. That's the only real rule with it, right? So like I'm going to continue to live the way I do with my girlfriend, so move around that, please. And you get to observe and see if I'm real and if this is working, right? And all I do ask is that you report back to everybody. Start telling them what's going on, right? You guys have to be now the voice. You have to see this and you have to speak for me. That's what became the sales team basically at some point. So, long story short, that became what's called the beasting routine. It became an exact calisthenics routine. It became an exact eating, this, that. We call that phase 1. We did this for a while, just like everything else at IMC. It organically developed into a phase 2. I started to notice that your body gets used to something and you start to streamline. At first you're a certain health. 2-3 months later you're a different kind of beast. But now my body needs to stretch more, I saw. Or it needs to change. It became yoga suddenly for me as a major routine. What happened was we realized that you have to have one major routine that you do. It could be rock climbing, it could be swimming, it could be calisthenics, it could be yoga, it could be weightlifting. But that becomes the main activity that your body will begin to formulate itself or mold itself to that activity. So pick an activity that you like doing so your body can become strong doing that activity. So physicality became the religion of it. Stoicism became the philosophy of it. It was a good time to pick up stoicism. Right? Remember, we forget COVID. I remember walking in the park and there was a lady with a dog and I said, hello, 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 hello. I did that. I go, life. And she like waved and we laughed at each other. I was like, it's good to see there's still humans in the world. Because when I would walk, there was nobody in the street. People were afraid of catching a disease in the air that was going to kill them, remember? And if you saw them, they were masked up and nervous to be around anybody. And I remained hey, just so you know, I'm one of those people, with a few other people here, that we actually did not change anything about what we did during COVID, everyone. We had to adjust to places, but we didn't do anything differently. We did not go out, we did not around each other, we didn't. And all of us are still here, and all of us are healthier than we've ever been in our lives. How's that? So there is that. And I can talk about it forever because it's truly such a passion. It's so powerful, it'll change a man's life immediately. And it gets you on the path to this thing now where we discover Jedi powers, true alchemy. All the books we ever read, we can do it. We can do all the stuff you read about in all those books that have self-help as a title. Right?
Yep.
The mystical ones, we can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just the framework. You know, you need, like, one of the reasons why I push the Beast bundle so much on guys and the Beast process is because coming residency, 0% success rate if you just go back to your life and don't have the
No, you're gonna get worse. That's what I've noticed.
You'll go up and then you crash.
Where's Mondo?
Dude, you want the list?
Right? Where's the other Mondo?
Exactly. Base
Mondo,
6
you're not
guys
doing good
with
here.
Chris Cruz there. Yeah,
Right?
Armando's
You're
not
at
a
0-0
good
right now.
man.
I don't want the next Mondo to show
All
up.
kinds of guys. What, Raphael? The fuck?
Oh! Where's that guy?
Bro.
I forgot about
And
it.
there's guys I don't even want to name that are still in IMC, but there's guys that are in IMC, quote, higher level, that they did residency and they've lagged. They've gone slow. They haven't done what's necessary, as if it was easy for everybody else to move across the country. or across the state to like.
Like you're the only one with your problems.
Man,
right now?
there's guys after guys. I mean, man, Angel, remember that guy? What, 2 weeks of residency with us?
Whoa. Good thing I don't remember these people.
So exactly, you know, the beast process is that thing that will prepare a man to live in a base. Like there's one exception, and that's Josue. And I don't know what makes that guy
He's not doing good.
I mean, he's here. He hasn't.
Might as well not be here.
I mean,
That's how I feel about Josue. If you get them, he might as well not be here.
so you know that the beat, and you know the guys that have struggled, Shamir, other guys that are here in Vegas to get back on track. What did they do? What did they say? Got back into the beast process. They got back on the beast process, and they saved themselves with that because they were going in the mud. It's quicksand. Because man, this is a exploration of consciousness and awareness, and you don't know what booby traps you have in your mind until you start expanding it, and then it's like, what the fuck? And landmines and shit that you come across, and you got to put yourself back together. And you know, aside from that, the Chosen package. Chosen, I think beast process is more important to survive the Vegas lifestyle with us. Chosen is that thing that's gonna, I mean, it's essential. It's absolutely essential. But I think if you just had the Chosen and didn't have the beast process, you're going to be a softie, and you're going to come across a lot of things that, you know, you're just going to try to spiritually overcome them in the Chosen, but you're not necessarily going to adapt in a way that's going to make you thrive in our militant lifestyle. And so I really recommend the Beast Bundle before you come and do residency.
We're a group of warriors, whether you like it or not.
You know, you
We live as warriors. We die as warriors.
Sometimes guys need to come in person to just see if it's legit, I guess. But like, you know, I'm just saying based on the stats, get the Beast, get your Beast process going, get solid on that, and then when you come here, I think you'll have a higher success.
That's great. So they can get that.
Yeah, the Beast Bundle is $1,500. It's $1,497. It covers 9 Beast camps, 47 lectures that Master myself have helped put together. My ebook, it's bundled in different folders that help you get it. And of course, any of the ministers that are working with you, you get the Beast Bundle. Like, we're here to coach you. We're here to do it. The guys that lived with AZD had the most solid Beast process.
Yep, solid. They would push me sometimes.
Man, and so that they can coach you through it. We may not be on that same routine as you, but right now we have about 4 or 5 guys that are doing daily check-in on the Wake Up group. And, you know, join that. Get involved with that so that you can catch some of this energy that we had as a group, a movement worldwide that AZD was leading through Telegram and Instagram. You know, he'd post at 2 a.m. his Wake Up on Instagram, and then you'd be checking who's checking in.
I would post at 12:30 a.m. about to go to bed. 2 a.m. Nice to see you again. 1:57. It's like 1:45 because I had an anxiety about my alarm. If alarm is at 7, I'm at 6. I'm never at the dude. The last time I heard my alarm, I can't remember. Just so you know, I can't remember. Even last night, I woke up without the alarm because the alarms I picked up 5. It's like meditation basically, right? Mm-hmm. But then when it's time to wake up, I don't like to wake up to an alarm. Listen, it's an alarm, right? It's alarming. I don't want to wake up to an alarm. Beep, 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 beep. None of it is like a pleasant sound to wake up to. You know what I mean? I know they have it, but I just don't wake up to it. If I did, I would change and get an alarm that starts with music and starts quiet and works its way up. You pick a playlist and you go, this is my alarm. That's how an alarm should be, right? You're asleep and then your music is playing. Louder and louder, and then music, right? What a difference, an that taps you in. So when you wake up, you know the song. And a certain song should only be used for tapping. Good? Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, you know, I know 1497 is a big chunk. We did an offer not long ago for a particular Beast Camp for $250, and that gives you the process. It doesn't give you, you need the evolution, the bundle. I mean, I'm not a fucking cheap used car salesman. Like, there's hundreds of trainings. I've helped put together the most essential ones that it's the bridge, you know, it's the straight line to what you need to get, and that's the bundle. But if like that's just not possible, there's the 250 camp that'll get you a solid process that you could be working with, and then get the bundle later. So